Welcome to Inside Marketing with MarketSurge, your front row seat to the boldest ideas and smartest strategies in the marketing game. Your host is Reed Hansen, Chief Growth Officer at MarketSurge.
Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. I am sore this morning. I just got back from a vacation in Europe, in London specifically, and I was worn out. I don't know if you ever go on vacation and think, gosh, I got to do better. I got to be in better shape or got to look better. Well, that always happens to me. I came back and thought, man, I should start running again. My legs are just not where I want them to be in terms of being able to stay on my feet. And so I have been running for 2 days in a row, which is, I think, an accomplishment, relatively speaking, for me. And I am sore. Don't worry, I only ran 3 miles across the 2 days, but I am feeling like I accomplished something because my body is screaming. Well, welcome to Inside Marketing with MarketSurge. I'm your host, Reed Hansen, and today we're diving deep into one of the most important, most transformative, and let's be honest, most confusing topics in the marketing world right now. How AI ads and algorithms are completely flipping the script on how we do business. Whether you're a business owner, marketer, consultant, or just someone trying to make sense of how AI is changing the game, you are absolutely in the right place. In this episode, we're going deeper than headlines. We're unpacking what's happening behind the scenes, the big shifts, the subtle shifts, the cultural impacts, and most importantly, what this all means for you and your business. So here's what's on deck today. How AI is gripping marketing at a global scale and why it feels like everyone's sprinting towards AI, but not everyone knows where the finish line is. Why traditional SEO might actually be dying. Yeah, we're saying that out loud. Whether AI in ads is a productivity hack, a creativity killer, or maybe both. The controversy behind a viral campaign telling businesses to stop hiring humans. Yeah, it's as wild as it sounds. How AI bias is creeping into marketing and why that's not just a tech problem, but a human problem. And finally, the debate heating up in boardrooms and creative studios everywhere. Can AI truly replace human creativity? So buckle up and we'll kick this off. So let's talk about AI's grip on marketing. We'll set the scene. At the Cannes Lions, arguably the Oscars of the marketing world, 71% of the CMOs reported that they're investing over $10 million a year into AI. That's a huge jump from 57% the year before. This isn't hype anymore, this is the reality. Now, why are they doing that? Because AI isn't just a shiny toy. It's a tool that's reshaping how we optimize workflows, hyper-personalize campaigns, and extract consumer insights in ways we couldn't have imagined 5 years ago. AI can write, copy, generate images, predict customer behavior, and even schedule meetings. But here's the kicker. Despite all this, many marketing leaders are still struggling to see scalable ROI. The tools are here, the excitement is real, but the systems to use these tools effectively are still catching up. Are we moving faster than our ability to implement? Are we prioritizing AI because it's necessary, or just because we think we don't want to be left behind? Think about that. It's the classic technology adoption curve playing out in real time. And here's where culture starts to intersect. Inside teams, you're seeing tension between the creatives and the data-driven folks. AI is forcing marketers to become part artist and part analyst. And let's be real, not everyone's ready for that blend. There's also a shift in client expectations. Businesses are expecting faster turnaround times, more personalized campaigns, and real-time insights. If your agency or business isn't leveraging AI, you risk looking outdated. But let's pause here and talk about the dual nature of AI. AI can be an incredible force for good. It democratizes marketing. It allows small businesses to compete with the big guys. It can reduce busy work. It can free humans to focus on strategy and creativity. It personalizes the customer experience in ways that weren't possible even a few years ago. However, on the flip side, AI can perpetuate biases. It can spread misinformation faster than ever and depersonalize the very experiences it aims to optimize. There's also a growing dependency. If the AI goes down, does your entire marketing operation grind to a halt? That's a real concern. All right, in our next segment, let's talk about who's dying, sort of. All right, get this. Some businesses are reporting that their Google search traffic is down as much as 70%. Not 70. Why? Because AI tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and voice search are changing how consumers get information. People aren't clicking links anymore. They're getting instant answers inside the AI summaries that appear at the top of the search results. Let's say you Google, what's the best freight company in Dallas? Instead of seeing a list of websites, you now get an AI-generated answer that pulls information from multiple sites without ever requiring the consumer to click on them. For businesses that spent years optimizing for SEO, writing blog posts, keyword stuffing, backlink strategies, this is a punch in the gut. But here's the silver lining. It's not the death of digital visibility, it's the evolution of it. Smart businesses are pivoting hard to content-driven platforms where AI summaries can't compete. TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. They're focusing on human-first content and being entertaining, engaging, and educational. So here's the million-dollar question. Is SEO dead, or has it just transformed into something more human-like? Think about how many brands are winning right now because they're showing their face, telling their story, and showing their work. Even service-based businesses are adopting new strategies. They're creating frequently asked question videos instead of frequently asked question blog posts. They're doing behind-the-scenes tours on Instagram rather than long-form SEO articles. The content game is evolving fast. But this shift comes with risks. As more brands shift to video and social-first strategies, misinformation spreads faster. Algorithms prioritize engagement over accuracy, and that can skew public perception. AI-powered summaries may present incorrect or biased information, leading to bad customer decisions. So in our next segment, let's talk about AI in ads. Is AI your friend or your enemy or your frenemy? Let's talk about them. AI is changing ad creation in ways that are, well, both exciting and slightly terrifying. We're talking ad copy, video, headlines, image generation, all created in minutes with just a few prompts. Companies like Qualcomm and Meta are leading the charge here. Their AI-driven tools let marketers build campaigns at scale that are faster, cheaper, and frankly, in some cases, better than human teams. But there's a real big caveat here. Does it feel real? Does it feel human? There's a risk that as we automate more of our creative process, the output starts to feel very similar across multiple brands. It's bland, it's generic, it's algorithm optimized, but totally missing any emotion. We've all seen those ads that technically check every marketing box, but don't actually move us. And culturally, this raises a huge question. Are we moving into a world where speed and efficiency outrank soul and storytelling? Are we trading craftsmanship for convenience? Or is AI just the next evolution of creative tools like Photoshop or Final Cut? So that is another element that adds additional pressure to small businesses. On one hand, AI does level the playing field because you can now launch ad campaigns in hours, not weeks. On the other hand, the sheer volume of AI-generated ads means it's harder than ever to stand out. AI also introduces legal and ethical risks. Deepfake technology, copyright confusion with AI-generated images, and misleading ad copy generated by AI are all legal gray areas that businesses are still navigating, and in some cases the courts are sorting out. In our next segment, let's talk about the Stop Hiring Humans campaign and backlash. Kind of cringy. Artisan AI, a startup, launched a billboard campaign in New York City, and I can also attest that it was all over the place in London, but it simply said, "Stop hiring humans." So yeah, you can imagine the outrage. Social media has exploded, news outlets have pounced, people were furious, calling it tone-deaf, dystopian, and dangerous. Now, to be fair to Artisan AI, the intent was to spark a conversation and get attention. Their virtual employee, Ava, is an AI sales assistant designed to automate outreach, lead qualification, and follow-ups. The billboard wasn't an accident, it was bait, and boy did people bite. But here's the real takeaway. This campaign didn't just spark outrage, it surfaced real, raw anxieties about the future of work. Are we looking at a future where AI doesn't just assist jobs, but replaces them? As marketers, this raises an ethical question. How far is too far in using shock to get attention? And as a culture, how do we navigate the tension between automation and employment? It also opens a conversation about responsibility. Should AI companies be more thoughtful about how they communicate their vision? Or is provoking fear a legitimate strategy in the attention economy? It's a balancing act. AI promises efficiency, scalability, and innovation, but it also threatens to increase unemployment, widen inequality, and increase economic insecurity if not deployed responsibly. Some economists would argue that technology increases our quality of life, and I would hope that that's the case with AI, that our resources could be allocated to free up our time in lower prices and reduce the amount of time we need to work to support ourselves and our families. Again, I hope that's the case. So in our next segment, let's talk about AI bias in marketing. And this one doesn't get talked about enough. A recent study looked at AI-generated marketing slogans in the finance industry. What they found was kind of unsettling. Bias was baked right in. Depending on demographic prompts, the AI would generate slogans that emphasized wealth for one group, stability for another, or ambition for yet another. This isn't just a tech problem, it's a human problem reflected in the data that AI is trained on. If your AI tool is pulling from biased historical data, it's going to generate biased outputs. This matters in marketing, big time. If you're running campaigns with AI copywriters, image generators, or video tools, are you thinking about who it represents and who it leaves out, who it unconsciously favors? This is where businesses need to not just deploy AI, but deploy it responsibly. Make sure you check your outputs, you read them, check your language, check your assumptions, because the risk isn't just bad marketing, it's brand damage. There's also a real opportunity here for brands to get this right and increase their brand value. Inclusive, thoughtful, bias-aware marketing isn't just ethical, it's very profitable. Customers are smarter and more socially aware than ever. Brands that align with those values always win. The force for good here is clear. AI can analyze vast data sets to help uncover hidden patterns of discrimination and help companies course correct. But if left unchecked, it can do the opposite. It will increase biases and embed them deeper into systems and customer experiences. All right, let's talk about another interesting topic that affects creative professionals: AI versus creativity. The debate that's heating up everywhere, from creative agencies to boardrooms to freelancers, wondering if they're about to get replaced. Back to our earlier topic of AI replacing jobs. Meta and Google are rolling out AI ad tools that let small teams do what once required entire creative departments. Designers, copywriters, video editors, they're all feeling the squeeze. But here's the question: can AI actually replace creativity? AI can remix, AI can replicate, AI can also optimize, but what it can't do, at least not yet, is originate. AI doesn't have lived experiences. It doesn't dream. It doesn't cry at a movie. And it doesn't get goosebumps from a beautiful piece of music. True creative comes from what we call the human condition, from joy, from struggle, from failure, from the messy, beautiful, unpredictable experience of being alive. So yes, AI is a tool. It's a powerful tool, but it's just that, a tool. Like a paintbrush or a camera, it can help us, it can accelerate us, but it doesn't replace us. In fact, the future might look like this. The most successful creatives won't be the ones who reject AI, but the ones who master it, who use it as a co-pilot, not a competitor. And here's the kicker: AI may actually inspire a creative renaissance. With machines handling the mundane, humans are freed to dream bigger, take bigger risks, and spend more time on the soul of the work rather than the mechanics. So let's wrap up with some closing thoughts. AI is speeding things up, but it's also shaking things up. SEO is shifting from keywords to conversations. Ads are getting faster, but maybe a little soulless if we're not careful. Public pushback on AI's role in the workforce is growing. Bias in AI is real and dangerous if unchecked. And the creativity debate is not going away anytime soon. AI really is a double-edged sword. On one side, it offers automation, personalization, and scale like we've never seen. On the other, it introduces ethical dilemmas, workforce disruption, and question about what makes work human. I think we're kind of talking about like the parable of Icarus. Are we going to be able to manage this great power we've discovered without flying too close to the sun and crashing to our death? I think we will, but I think it's something we should be careful of. If all of this feels overwhelming, know this. Tools like MarketSurge are designed to help you automate your business without losing the human touch. Now, if you liked today's episode, hit subscribe, leave a review, share it with someone who's freaking out about AI right now. And if you want to see how all of this applies to your business, head over to MarketSurge.io and grab a 15-minute demo at the link in the show notes. Thank you for tuning into Inside Marketing with MarketSurge. Let's scale something legendary, and we'll see you next time.
Want to stay ahead of what's actually working in marketing right now? Head over to MarketSurge.io and see how we're helping businesses grow smarter, faster, and louder. That's MarketSurge.io, because your next breakthrough shouldn't be a guess.